Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I'm back with another video here. This will be my last video before the Christmas break. Flyers lose 7-6 in a shootout over the Red Wings. Obviously not the best end result, but what a comeback. I mean, to even have a lead and even, go into even get a point out of this game is like, wow. Look, the shootout was the shootout. Personally, I think Hart is bad in the shootout. I didn't really think he was good tonight. Look, I understand, it's his first game in a while. I'm not really going to pin all of it on him. First period, horrible. Absolutely horrible. They were still in transit to Detroit while the Red Wings were just circling around all over them, and they got absolutely curb stomped in the first period. But the sixth goal should not go in. That can't go in. I don't care if it's his first game, whatever. He's playing in the NHL long enough. That can't go in. And yeah, he was great in the overtime, but he was terrible in the shootout. Like, he was so deep in his net on the Kane goal, and even the goal from Raymond. I mean, look, I know they weren't going to win every game in the shootout, but my God, I mean, you sometimes you just kind of need a save, and the sixth goal in the shootout were two examples or three examples of that on both of those goals. So, I mean, look, I'm obviously not blaming Hart for the game, but there was just some of them like he's got to have that first period. As we kind of get into this one, the lines, there's a little bit of a change. Tippett goes up, Forrester goes down. So it's Tippett, Coots, TK, Forrester, Frost, Brink, Farabee, Paling, Atkinson, Delorier, Law, and Hathaway. York, Risto, Sealer, Walker, Zamula, Stahl. Sealer was basically thrown out of this game. He got like 27-something minutes in penalty time, so he was basically done for the whole game. Hart, obviously in net. First period, I mean, 1-0, it's Kane. The same exact scene that happened last night when the Flyers were playing the Predators at home. They forgot how to check, were afraid to get checked. It continued to haunt them and haunt them and haunt them. 2-0, Kane scores again. Flyers get it right back though, Brink. Then 3-1 on a power play, which was a terrible call, I thought, on the penalty for on Sanheim. Let them play. I mean, that hold happens probably every game in the NHL. And it's such a little ticky-tack thing. I'm just like, let that go. But they score 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, end of the first period. I'm like, my God, what are we doing? Like, it was just, I can't even remember the last time they gave up 5 in the first. I honestly have no idea. Like, you just can't do that. You can't start a game after last game when Torts basically calls them out and says, if we think we're going to be this type of team, yada, 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 and then you have a first period like that. It's not good. But, like I have said all year long tonight with this team, they have a response. They have a response in the second period, 2 goals in 24 seconds. Couturier on a tip, Morgan Frost on a tip. 2 goals from the point. Before that, Sealer ends up fighting Fisher. That's funny. It actually autocorrected the Heischer in my notes because I typed that so much. He apparently didn't throw a punch, Fisher. He threw 2 of them, but okay. So Sealer got tossed. Then they said no, and they took it back. But he got the 10-minute instigator for instigating the fight, and then the 10-minute misconduct. So that's the 20, the 5, and the 2 for the instigator minor. And then the 5 minutes for fighting. So he gets 27, basically out of the game at that point. Flyers basically played this with 5D, York, Risto, Walker, Zamula, and Stahl. Then Coots scores. Shot from Sanheim, deflected in and down. The next one, shot from the point, deflected by Frost goes over Reimer's shoulder this way. 5-3, and it's like, all right, Flyers right back in it. Zamula cross-checking penalty, that's another one. It's like it's a ticky-tack call. It's a 5-3 game. We just got 2 goals. Why are you putting them back on the power play? What, because you just blew a call before that? Like, it just makes no sense to me. Unsportsmanlike on Goss-Suspera was an interference and an unsportsmanlike. Flyers get a 3-minute power play. They did nothing with it. It's another, power play that they blow, another longer power play. They had a 5-minute last game, I think it was 2:57 this game. So, I mean, a little bit of extra time, but still an extended power play nonetheless. They didn't really get much going. A really good second period, though. I mean, you bounced back. You had chances. I liked the effort. 5-4 in the third period. Hathaway. Red Wings get a power play. Flyers killed it all. 5-5. Scott Lawton really good. Again, just get into the night, like get into the net. Like Detroit did this before. They had the 4-goal lead against San Jose. They blew it. They lost the game 6-5 in overtime. I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, if we can just get into overtime here, like, let's see what we can do. And, unfortunately, they do lose in the shootout, but, man, what a comeback. So Laughton gets that goal and then Tippett. Owen Tippett has had so many big goals recently, from the overtime winner in Jersey to this one. Unfortunately, it gets blown 33 seconds later, but, oh, my God, what a goal. I mean, the shot, the follow-up, the celly, everything about it, man. I mean, and you love to see it. The comeback, they've had a response. Larkin, unfortunately, scores again. That just can't go in. I don't care about, the little things with Hart on that one. If, he hasn't played in forever, whatever. He was in the game. He got through the first period. He didn't give up a goal. He still saw pucks. It's not like that he didn't see any shots for a long period of time. That just can't go in. I'm sorry. So 6-6, we go to overtime. Then Hart makes a bunch of saves. Stones to brink it twice. Stones ghost in the final seconds. The Flyers had a chance going the other way. From Couturier, that went high. So we go to a shootout. Coots into Brinkett miss. Raymond scores. Brink misses high, and then Kane wins it for the Red Wings. He technically gets a hat trick. Technically doesn't. I just thought, it was just kind of. It's a frustrating way for that to end because I thought that the more it kind of went on, I thought Hart was okay, but it's just frustrating because it's one of those ones where. He makes so many good saves, he gives up a bad goal, and then the shootout, it just deflates everything. So, I don't know. But look, for this team to be 18-11-4 on game 30, is that 33? You absolutely love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. And I'm actually going to pull this up right now. As I record this, just because, just again, just to see kind of where this team was at. Going into the Christmas break last year, the Philadelphia Flyers on their last game, that was 12-23 against Carolina. They were 11-17-7, and on a 2-game losing streak, they came out of the break at a 4-game win streak. But 11-17-7 last year before the Christmas break. 18-11-4 this year. It's a great spot to be. Really, really nice that you can say that and have that and be in a playoff spot. I mean, if we're looking at the standings, obviously there's still some games to kind of finish up. It seems like for the rest of tonight and tomorrow. But the Flyers right now, 33 games played again at 18-11-4, 40 points, second in the division. 12 regulation wins, 101 goals, 4+9 goal differential, 7-1-2 in their last 10, 10-4-3 on the road, 8-7-1 at home. I mean, it's really good to see that. So, again, like I said, I mean, it's a fortunate loss, but kind of is what it is. Thanks everybody again for all the support as always. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. Enjoy your holidays and all that stuff. I know it's a crazy time and all that right now, so enjoy that. Thanks everybody again for all the support as always. My name is Chris, and I'll talk to you all again soon.